Welcome back to Solo Marvel Champion. Today I'm playing Rocket Raccoon against Ultron. In my favorite heroes video, I talked about this being one of my favorite matchups, primarily because I get to draw a lot of cards. So I'll put a card counter here so we can see how many cards I draw. Give me a shuffle because once I flip to 1B, one of these goes down as a drone. And let's give the villain a shuffle. And this is where that drone goes down. There are definitely some cards I want to see early, and some that I don't necessarily want to see early. Thruster Boots is good. Rocket Launcher is the card that actually enables all of the card draw. Between it dealing 2 damage to the villain and every minion, that 2 damage being overkill to 1 HP drones, and Murdered Me, Murdered You, which is Rocket's ability. And note also that there is no limit to this ability. That's going to draw a lot of cards, because when you have 3 or 4 drones out here and you use Rocket Launcher, you're going to draw 3 or 4 cards. So Rocket Launcher is what we're looking for. We want that, and right now, I can't pay for all of that, so I would like to see a double. So I'm going to mulligan all of those. Let's see if we can get a double. Ooh, I got 2 doubles. Those 2 doubles are interesting. One of them is salvage. So what we do is we will use pistol and strength for Rocket Launcher. And then even though it's not efficient, we're going to use salvage to put that pistol back on top to play Thruster Boots. This has 2, we can go ahead and flip up. When we use Rocket Launcher, it's going to deal 2 to Ultron and 2 to this drone. That's excess damage to that drone, so I get to draw a card. We're going to use Superpower Training to play a pistol. That has 3. We're going to wait on that. There are some times when, especially if we only have 1 drone, we just want to kill it with a pistol rather than using a rocket launcher. I wanted to do it in this case just to get an extra damage, or start the damage on Ultron, because he does have cards that will heal him, and if he doesn't heal, something else happens. 1 by 1. Hulk is good to see. Precision Strike is really good, because you're going to take damage in this encounter, and you want to be able to heal up a little bit. So Precision Strike is good, and Groot is really good. Groot can block drones all day long, because he'll take a damage, and then after the defense, he heals too. That's a pretty good hand. 1 goes on. Ultron is going to attack, and I'm going to just take it. That's 2, 3. After the attack, I get a drone. That drone will hit me for 1. When revealed, each player puts the top card down as a drone, and then it plays 1 threat here for each drone in play. So that's a total of 6. I definitely want to get rid of that. I'm not going to be able to get rid of it this turn, but it is good to have 2 drones out here. 2 drones means I'm going to draw 2 more cards. Let's start with lock and load for a precision strike. It's going to deal 2 to this drone I'm going to draw a card. It defeated the drone, so I heal 2. Let's go ahead and just pistol this one away. It's going to draw me a card. Battery pack is great to see. Now I'm going to do 2 for Ironheart, who draws me a card. Oh, I'd like to get Nowhere in as well. That's unfortunate, because I'm going to end up using Nowhere here to play my battery pack. I could just hold on to him, though, as well. Let's thwart 3. This gives me a +1 thwart, and thwart 1 more. And, oh, I'm not going to thwart that one there. I'm going to thwart this one here, because 2 are getting ready to go on. I think I will hold on to those. Now, Ironheart is going to be my blocker this time, and then I'll take 1 from the drone. I've Got a Plan is great. That's going to let me clear this threat and this threat. I do get another battery pack, though. 2 goes on the main. He attacks for 2, and Ironheart blocks. That's 2. Deal 1 damage to each character. Now, here is the problem with that. This boost deals 2 to her, so she is gone right now and doesn't get to defend. So I take 2 from the attack. Then I put a drone in. That drone is going to attack me for 1. Then I get an encounter card. The villain attacks me. I have to defend. That's 2. And I will put a drone down. He attacks for 2. I defended for 1. That means I take 1. This is going to be a problem because now I can't clear either of those. Let's put in 2 battery packs and use each of them to put counters on the rocket launcher. Let's go ahead and use a rocket launcher. Deal 2, 2, and 2. That's going to draw me 2 more cards. I hope one of them is a double. It is. That double allows me to pay for Groot. And with Groot just blocking minions, I think what I just need to do here is go ahead and go down and recover. I am going to lose the main. You're always going to lose the main in this one, in this matchup, but keeping threat off of main 2 is actually pretty easy. So I'm going to flip down. Let's draw Cybernetic Skeleton is huge. I'm going to get a little bit more healing after I flip up. Bring It is going to draw me at least 1 card. So this is good. 2 goes on the main. When revealed, this one goes in. Now he is going to scheme for 1, 2. This one schemes for 1. And I get an encounter card. Heal Ultron for 2 damage for each drone. Yeah, this would surge if he didn't have any damage, so he does get to heal here. And that's kind of what you want. You just want him to be at least down 1 for when that card comes up. So now we're going to recover. We're going to use each of these batteries, move both of these over to my rocket launcher. We are going to tinker that battery pack and draw 2. Shaharazad is fantastic right now because I'm going to deal damage twice, basically, so that'll heal me 4 more. My skeleton is going to get me 2 more. And I've Got a Plan. Oh, I can't use I've Got a Plan now. So let's do this. Instead of recovering, let's just flip up at this point. I'm going to port for 3 to clear this one and play. Let's use Bring It since I only have 1 for I've Got a Plan. That lets me ready and forward again. With all of that threat out of the way, we are going to play my Skeleton. Skeleton does a couple things. It gives me +1 attack and +5 HP. We need to this is a tough choice because I need to play Shaharazad, but I'd also like to get Bug in there. We're going to do this. We're going to use these 2 for Shaharazad. We're going to use a rocket launcher. Rocket launcher is going to deal 2 to him. That heals me 2. It's going to do 2 to him, which is also going to draw me a card. There's Ingenuity. I wish I'd had that a turn earlier. I can only play that in Alter Ego. That heals me 2. We are going to use a pistol to deal 2 more damage to him. And that heals me 2. So that healed me a total of 6. I'm up to 11 of 12 now. And what am I going to draw here? Yeah, that's fine. Let's hold on to both of these. And I may end up finding myself going down again just to be able to play Ingenuity. Particle Cannon is great a little bit later. Once you get to stage 2 and you can reload once or twice, Particle Cannon is great. I'm fine just having pistols in before that point though. 1 goes on, and we have a choice. Do you put a drone in, or do you place additional threat here? Let's go ahead and put a drone in. That is going to get me an additional encounter card. Ultron attacks, and I'm just going to take it. That's 2, and I love to see an advance go. I take 2. I'm not going to... I wasn't defending, I was just taking it. After the attack, I get a drone. Both of those drones attack. Groot is going to block 1 of them. He takes the damage, and then heals 2. The other one will hit me. I do get 2 encounter cards. Age of Ultron, of course. He attacks me. Again, I'm going to take it. That's 2. Only 2 again. But then after the attack, I get another drone. Those drones are good for me. Now, I did take 2 damage, so I have to discard 2 cards. The next one, Swarm Attack. Each drone attacks me. You do take a lot of extra attacks in this matchup, so that is why Precision Strike is really important. Now we are going to do things a little bit differently than I had expected to. Bring It is now a very attractive option. That's going to draw me 3. We are going to use a double for Hall of Heroes. We are going to Rocket Launcher. 2 to him, 2, 2, and 2. That's 3 defeated by excess damage, which draws me 3 cards. That's also 3 being defeated. So I get 3 counters on Hall of Heroes. Let's go ahead and use my last Pistol Blast. so that I can do 1, 2, 3 for the particle cannon. It's going to push this one out because both rocket launcher, particle cannon, and my pistols are restricted. This has 2. Let's go ahead and use one of them for 4 damage. Brings them down to 3. I can attack for 2. And I think we are going to sit there for just a moment, or I would like to get Bug into play, and I would like to get Ingenuity. That means I have to defeat him, and I can do that with excess and get some healing out of it to draw 1 more card. But that doesn't help unless it's a double, and it could be a double because I shuffled. I think since I'm going to be drawing 5 additional cards coming up, just going to flip down. I'm going to use Bug and 1 by 1. Now I'm going to use Lock and Load and 1 by 1 for Ingenuity. And let's just go ahead and use Ingenuity +1 for Bug. Now I don't want to use Bug right now because I do have that stupid card that will deal 1 damage to each character. So I don't want to use him and not be able to heal him with an attack. So I'm just going to leave him for now. Let's ready and draw 6. That's actually going to be pretty darn good. With all of the card drawing I'm getting ready to do, those salvages are going to be really good. 1 goes on the main, and then I have that choice. I will put a drone in. He schemes for 1 and only 1, and that is beautiful to see. This drone is going to scheme for 1. I get 1 encounter card. Shadow of the Past is actually, this is kind of the perfect time to get it for a couple of reasons. Number 1, he's really easy to defeat. Number 2, he has Quick Strike, and Quick Strike only attacks heroes. So I'm an alter ego right now, and Blackjack O'Hara just sits there saying, "Where's Rocket?" So that is not a bad time at all to get Shadow of the Past. And also, Rocket does actually have a pretty easy Nemesis set. Blackjack O'Hara isn't really that bad. Now we can start having some fun, though. Let's start by tinkering this to draw 2 cards. We are going to exhaust this and remove 3 to draw 3 cards. There's a reload, which is a lot of fun. A precision strike. Let's... I think I had a battery pack. Let's do... let's just use... I don't want to use Bring It. Let's use this one for a battery pack. Comes in with 2, and we will move 1 of them over to our rocket launcher. Is that all I can do in Alter Ego? I believe it is. Do want to heal, recover rather, and flip up. I think I also want to use Genius for a precision strike. That is going to defeat this one. Excess damage. Oh, there's my Shaharazad. That sucks. That is a couple things. That is that. That is draw a card. That is heal 2. There's nowhere. Nowhere in this deck really just gives me an extra ally slot. And I like that extra ally slot. That's really good to have. So now let's particle cannon this guy for 4. That defeats him, gives me a counter, draws me a card. Oh, that's interesting. I do have a precision strike which I could use to push out Ultron, so I may end up doing that. I want to salvage. Oh, I didn't use my bring it. Salvage and nowhere. Let's go ahead and use him for Thor. Thor has a tough. That salvage is going to put this battery pack on top. I did do things out of order. With this deck, I get really excited and forget to do things. Let's use this double for... Oh, I can't put Ironheart in now. Because I didn't play my nowhere. Darn it. Okay. Let's use this double. Let's do this instead. Let's let him thwart. Let's let him thwart this one. And then I'm going to use double for Ironheart. Ironheart is going to push him out. When she enters, I draw a card. There's that battery pack which I put on top. She can thwart this one. She's going to be my block next turn. I want to get that other backpack in. That other battery pack in. So let's bring it for that other battery pack. Let's use that. Normally, I would go ahead and get rid of this particle cannon. But going into the next phase, I've got a reload and can possibly get another one. And that means I have a chance of running the table because I'm just going to be able to deal a ton of damage with particle cannon and rocket launcher. So let's hold on to that reload. Let's use that pistol for precision strike. Precision strike deals 2. That is excess damage. That draws me a card. Ooh, I've got a plan. It's great too. This is going to have a lot of threat on it. It also heals me 2 because it defeated an enemy. Ultron flips and now has 22. And this is kind of the point where you're on easy mode now because you have all these allies that can block. You have a lot of damage potential. So I'm going to hold on to both of those and only draw 2. I wonder... I might get rid of reload since I'm getting ready to shuffle. Not reload, salvage. So yeah, let me get rid of this and draw 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, and there is my other reload. That's what I wanted. Let's shuffle. I get 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm full. It does give me an extra encounter card. Should be fine. I've already seen 1 Rage of Ultron. There is 1 more Rage of Ultron in here. Let's ready. One goes on, and I will let a drone come out. He attacks for 2. When he attacks, he gets a drone. So he's attacking for 4 plus a boost. That's going to run up against Thor. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. It knocks off his tough. These 2 drones attack. Groot is going to... Groot's not going to block that. I'm going to take both of those. I'm going to use him to attack next turn. Hopefully we have enough damage that we are going to run the table. 2 encounter cards. There's a Rage of Ultron. He attacks. When he attacks, he gets a boost. Ironheart will block. This is my additional encounter card. So that is now 5, 6. He heals 6. He cannot heal 6. That's perfect. But Ironheart is gone. Now, that did not deal any damage to me. No, each damage dealt. So that's 6. So I did have to discard 6 cards. Next encounter card, the villain attacks you. When he attacks, he gets 1. He is attacking for 6 plus a boost. Groot will block this one. That's 6. And put a drone in. Now, so that's actually 7. Groot would be gone in any case. Now, that's totally fine, because my rocket launcher is going to knock all of them out. What do I want to do before I knock that out? I don't need Throg, because I think I'm going to do enough damage here. So let's start with this. Let's put both of these counters on my particle cannon. Let's start with a rocket launcher. It's going to deal 2 to Ultron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to defeat 5 drones with excess damage. 5 counters here. Let's draw 5 cards. Wish I'd had that bring it before that. Now I've got plenty of cards. Let's particle cannon for 4. Let's use ingenuity for reload. Reload is going to ready all of my tech. Let's deal 2. Deal 4. Did I do that right? I don't know. I'll find it in editing. Let's reload again. Ready those. Deal a total of 6. I need to deal 4 more damage, which might only be 2 more damage. I kind of lost track there. I said earlier, I get really excited when playing this deck, and I miss some things. Also, it is right now 1:32 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so I'm bound to make mistakes when I'm this tired. I'm going to attack for 2. For funsies, we are going to put in Hulk and let Hulk attack for 3. And he's going to do all the above. He's going to hit for 3, deal 2, deal 1 to each character, and get discarded. But that is Ultron, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in hand. All right, let me know what you thought of that game. You know, YouTube really likes it when you like, sub, and comment. Of course, I like that as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a marvelous day.